Welcome everybody to the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming on Xbox community. I just realized I didn't post us.
That's what I was. That's kind of why I was like,
oh well,
because you were distracted over there.
I'll do it later.
I was trying to get you to.
I'll do it later. Welcome everybody. It was a big day. It was Xbox Direct Day. We're gonna go over all of it. You're not gonna want to miss a thing. Before we jump into it, though, subscribe to my YouTube channel, X1 the Gamer. Subscribe to Mr. McSpicy's YouTube channel, Mr. McSpicy. Subscribe to Jordan the Man's OnlyFans. Nude feet. Dude feet.
Dude feet. That's a good one. There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Dude feet.
Yeah,
Not saying it's real, but I'm not saying it's not. It was a big day. Xbox Developer Direct. There were some rumors coming into it that of all these things of what we could see because there was a question mark on it. Now, I thought that they did their presentation really smart because they showed us the question mark game right out the bat. And when I look at the overall presentation, like I expected them, and the traditional way I think to do it is you climax at the end, right? Like you slowly build up.
Very traditional.
And then build up for that, that ultimate reveal, that big reveal. They dropped the big reveal right off, and then they like never took their foot off the gas. And then it ended with pure testosterone awesomeness. I took my testosterone test today. It's measurably higher than before
Good for you, man.
I saw this Developer Direct.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. I give it a day. The games we saw, Ninja Gaiden, that was the big reveal. Ninja Gaiden 4. We got a shadow drop of Ninja Gaiden Black. Then we saw
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black redone. Unreal Engine 5. Then we got
available on game everything.
Available today. Game
on
Pass.
Game Pass.
Yeah, you can
I'm
download
downloading
it
it right now.
Yeah.
I actually already downloaded it. But then we had South of Midnight shown off. Then we had Expedition 33 and wowzers.
Yeah, I got more excited for that game
Wowzers.
than I already was.
Yeah. And then we learned some things about Doom that just, like I said, raised the testosterone levels. Who needs testosterone replacement theory? Just play Doom on loop, and you're good to go, man. That game is amazing. Jordan the Man, let's start with you. What do you rate the Developer Direct? What does this say about Xbox overall, their direction, starting the year out? Give me your thoughts.
I think this is one of their best ones they've done. I'd give it a solid. I mean, can you give something a perfect score?
Yes, you can.
Because I think I love. Now, I do think and we'll talk about this later. I do think there's one game that is a little bit weaker than the rest, but the presentation, what they gave us gameplay wise, what they showed us, the shadow drop, the surprise right at the beginning, which was super refreshing and nice, getting another Ninja Gaiden, plus the remake available today, and it started out everything on Game Pass, and even more important, it had a second little slide that it showed us, everything buy once, play anywhere.
Oh, that's right. That's how
Cloud
they
save,
started.
cloud progression, wherever you buy it, you can play it anywhere.
It started like a movie, like showing you those things.
Yeah.
All games you're about to see in development are all on Game Pass.
Day and date.
And available day one. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere and cloud gaming. Buy once, play anywhere, cross save. They specifically said cross saves, cross progressions.
Yeah. And that's the nice part.
Absolutely huge. I mean, that's the selling point of Game Pass going forward. I think all of their IPs are going to have this ability. We don't yet have it for instance, with a Diablo. But that's because they just picked up Activision Blizzard. Over time, I think it's going to be everywhere. It has to be. That's the future.
Well,
going
actually,
forward.
Diablo does cross save, doesn't it?
It not. Well, but you can't just buy once, play anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You have to make separate.
Well,
purchases.
that just to clarify, is it buy once, play anywhere? Like if I buy the game on my Xbox, can I download it through
that
the
is Xbox
PC
Play Anywhere? As long as you have you're doing it through the Xbox app. Yes.
account? Yeah, okay. That's I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Imagine
Yeah,
if it
which is-
wasn't like, oh yeah, you cross progression, cross save, as long as you buy the game again.
Well, no, and I'm
That's
actually
a thing.
I'm actually
It
fine
is a
with
thing,
that.
but that's not Xbox everywhere.
But no, but I'm actually okay with it. I don't mind buying the game twice if I can play it on my Switch or my PC and my Xbox.
What if the
Like, that's
game's
what
$100?
Well, I mean,
that's
you gotta make the
See?
sacrifice. You know?
Times are changing.
Yeah.
And then games are about to be $100.
So, but no, I thought starting out with that and then starting out with Ninja Gaiden 4, which by the way looks freaking amazing.
Dude.
Okay,
It looks if you take Nier Automata,
You guys know
and
how-
Bayonetta and put a ripped samurai dude on
well,
the
that's
front.
literally the people who made
that's
these games.
what that game is.
I said this last week or the week before. I think Eastern developers are crushing it.
I mean, have you said
And it was awesome to start out with an Eastern developer who, and I'm just gonna. It's because it's so refreshing.
But then we closed.
Start out with a game targeted towards me.
But then we closed with the game targeted towards me.
Well,
maybe
yeah, but
me.
to
Maybe
be
not
fair,
you.
to be
Me.
fair, and I told Mark this: the reason we have Doom is because it's coming out of Texas. Texas,
Okay.
I think, is the only one that can make a
fair
Doom.
point. I think Matthew McConaughey consulted on that game. or something. Yeah. Okay.
Texas
fair
can
point.
make a Doom. You know,
Fair point.
Yeah, that's funny. Right when they started that, just so you know, we're from Dallas, Texas.
Shot their guns in the air.
Yeah.
it made sense though. It's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's really funny because every one of these games are. I mean, the first one, Ninja Gaiden it's translated. They're speaking in Japanese. It's translated. We have a French Canadian developer on here. It was just all different developers.
Yeah.
And then the heavy metal music kicks on.
Then Metallica
and they're
came
like,
on screen.
Yeah, the metal. It's like, yeah, this is Doom. We're from Texas. Yeah, it makes sense. Totally makes sense.
But this is Ninja Gaiden 4 that we're watching here right now. Again, it was the first game shown. Jordan, thoughts on it?
I think it's fantastic. This game is totally made for me. So I'll be honest. I've never played a Ninja Gaiden game.
Neither have I.
You
well,
have
except
missed-
for
I know.
Super Nintendo,
Out.
I played.
Well, it was on the NES.
Or NES, Ninja Gaiden, yeah. Whatever the original one was.
Everyone has told me that the Ninja Gaiden series, minus like 3 gets kind of,
Yeah, 3 wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. But everybody says Ninja Gaiden's fantastic. I'm watching this game, and it's got that fast-paced gameplay. It feels a little... I don't want to say Souls-like because I think it's said too much, but it feels a little Souls-like.
No.
in the boss fights. Like, I like a good boss fight, you know what I mean? And they show off a couple 1v1 boss fights. I like the idea of learning mechanics, playing the fight, doing
You
well,
have
progressing.
never experienced boss
And-
fights like these.
Yeah, well, and I know it's super fast paced and so anyway, I'm excited. Well, what makes me excited for this is one, Ninja Gaiden 4 looks awesome. But starting today, I get to play Ninja Gaiden 2 remake or remastered Black. And I'm super excited to go back and play that because they showed a trailer for that and
It's good.
it definitely again targeted towards me. Like, I'm going to be honest, it's like cuz he was like a ninja, but he's like flying through airplanes and cutting them down and doing all this crazy stuff.
well, that's
he's
how
the-
Ninja Gaiden 2 starts.
I don't
He's the
know
ultimate ninja.
I don't know
okay?
what the time period is, but whatever it is, I dig it.
It would be
It's like dystopian future, right?
future
Yeah.
Tokyo is essentially
Well,
what
that's
it
where
is.
this one takes place.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
and his
just badass.
outfit looks good.
Look how ripped he is.
And can
that's
I?
Ryo Hayabusa. That's who you play as the first 3. He's awesome. And so, so we have a new protagonist in the game, but they're showcasing him in this trailer to show, like
He's there.
he's there essentially, and they show gameplay of you playing as him.
No, I'm excited for the gameplay because the gameplay. See, Souls like. I mean, I get whenever
not Souls-like.
No, I know. Whenever I see a boss
I would
fight, I
s-
think. But no, I've a Devil May Cry-ish gameplay.
It's more closer to
Yeah.
that. I would say Souls, because this Ninja Gaiden came out when I was on the first original Xbox, Ninja Gaiden 1, and I mean that's one of the reasons I bought that and Halo is why I bought an Xbox. And I've told you this a million times, Jordan. One of my greatest achievements in life in gaming was that I beat Ninja Gaiden 1. It took a lot of work. I will tell you that many people that played that game didn't get past the first tutorial boss fight. Like, it just was that difficult.
It had a mark.
Maybe my life has changed.
Wait, which one is this? Is
The
2?
first one,
Oh, the first
Ninja
one,
Gaiden
okay.
1. Maybe my life has changed because I've played more difficult games since then, but I remember at the time how difficult that game was.
Dude, look at the...
Oh yeah, and it looks and feels like the originals.
So, yeah,
well, I mean, same developer. They've been around 30 years.
Souls
so.
like is a bad comparison, but more like Devil May Cry is what you're.
It's hard to
combat style.
Well, here's the thing: all these games you're saying came after this game, so it's it's its own beast that I think these other games we're talking about took inspiration from.
Whatever it is, they basically went through my list and checked it off.
Yeah,
that they did.
It's very cool. And what's great about this game? It's progression based weaponry, where it's got that. It's not like Souls where you get a new sword and you're like, oh, I'll try this. Okay, yeah. When you get a new weapon in this game, you feel good. Like it's like, oh heck yeah. And anyways, it's a very, very fun series to play. You should play them all.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play the remake one on Xbox.
Yeah.
That I'm downloading now. And I think I might go through them all.
I wonder
just to get the
how
story.
I should probably pull up footage of like the original, because at the time I was blown away by how great the graphics looked compared to all other games.
And this is another thing I think Eastern developers, I think a lot of developers do, but Eastern developers in particular, the styles they choose for the game are really good.
Yeah.
Like in this game, you saw where they did like I don't know if you want to call it like an execution, but it almost went into like a comic book style finisher. Yep. Like everything just looks good.
Yeah. What's crazy about this game is how difficult just the random minions are. And we're watching gameplay of somebody that knows what they're doing, obviously, but you can die at any time, and it's really, really frustrating.
Yeah.
The sound effects they have in this game are so nostalgic for me because it's like the same sound. It takes me back essentially.
Well, and I love like the cyberpunk feel too. It's like this ninja cyber. It's cool, man.
I did not know you guys didn't play the originals.
No, that's why I'm so pumped for this.
Yeah. I mean, I played the
Nintendo
Nintendo one.
Well, that's a
whole different game.
Yeah.
Ooh. It looks so
that's
cool.
the thing. Like Ninja Gaiden 2 was, in my opinion, was way easier than Ninja Gaiden 1. Ninja Gaiden 3 was way easier than Ninja Gaiden 2. I think when they developed 1, they wanted to make it just as difficult as the NES version, which was almost unplayable. Maybe it was because I was a kid, but those NES games, I don't think they play tested.
That walk.
Oh yeah.
That walk
Well,
was legit.
and we're watching the presentation of this, and all these guys look like mob bosses. It's freaking awesome. Like how they're standing.
Also,
the Yakuza.
They took my advice. They listened. The presentation with the developers was not awkward. It was not like fake or rote. It was good from all of the studios.
I wouldn't say all of them. There were. Here's my opinion on, because you asked Jordan's. I think this was a little too long.
You think it was too long?
4 games and it was like an hour long.
15 minutes per game.
I had to skip ahead on a lot of the fluff of some of the stuff on some of the games.
There's only one game that I skipped ahead on.
Yeah. The Bayou game. What's it called? Midnight?
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight?
Yeah.
When they were going on about the story and the, I don't know. It was just...
Well, of
just
the
skip
four,
ahead.
So
okay, now we're
again 4 games that we saw. All of them, I think, are decent looking, but there are levels, and unfortunately, South of Midnight's the weakest one of the 4 shown.
I think you're correct. I don't think it looks like a bad game by any means.
No.
I just think compared to the other 3,
the other 3
are
this game.
Yeah.
It followed Ninja Gaiden.
The not only followed Ninja Gaiden, it was Ninja Gaiden, and then by the way, here's a redone
Ninja Gaiden 2.
Ninja Gaiden 2. Right now, go download it. Freak out moment. And then you go to South of Midnight, which we've already seen before. So it's not like everything here with Ninja Gaiden was brand new, excitement, hype. Then you go to something we've already seen before a little bit.
Yeah, and then it goes to Expedition 33, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this game looks good.
Yeah, so South of Midnight, I'm not a fan of the art style necessarily. It doesn't do anything for me.
Well, what I found
the
out,
fighting looks pretty good in my opinion. But in fairness, it's smashed. It's smashed. It's the 8 in a room full of 10s.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. I agree.
Well, because it's day 1 Game Pass, I am going to try it out and play it. The only thing that what I found out about South of Midnight, now I don't know if this is true or not, I'll have to look it up, but they talked about like their art style, and they were going for like this kind of stop motion, which is fine. Art is in the eye of the beholder. That being said, to me, it comes across as just a game that has a very low frame rate.
No, but
Well,
the
you can't will.
gameplay, that's the cinematics that are stop motion. Gameplay is smooth.
Is a little bit
Gameplay
smooth.
was
Now,
smooth. The fighting looked pretty smooth.
I have heard. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but I have heard that you can toggle that on and off, which for me would be nice.
You can I heard you can toggle it off and it goes 60 and it's 60 frames.
Yeah,
I think it's 60
that's
frames, so.
yeah. So and that's. I will try it as it was intended. Maybe like seeing it in person and playing it will feel a little bit different. But I think I'm glad they added that toggle.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the stop motion isn't in the gameplay.
No, it's
That's
not.
a mistake
They showed all
if
the
they did.
no. They showed all the
gameplay,
the fighting.
yeah.
The fighting.
No,
looks
it is
really good.
more the
boss
cutscene,
fight
but
looks
it's still
cool.
just it looks.
Cinematic's fine because that's the style. I mean, that's how the new Spider-Man movies are, the animated movies.
So let's fast forward to South of Midnight while we're talking about it. But Spicy, anything to say about Ninja Gaiden 2? Highly recommend everyone check it out.
I recommend it's free on Game Pass. Play it.
Play it.
And it's
It's
redone. Didn't they
redone
redo the whole game in Unreal?
And Unreal. This is the opening cinematic, I believe. Yeah,
He's on like a
It's-
starship.
it's so
Or like
you're
this.
gonna Ryu Hayabusa is like the Marcus Phoenix of Japan.
of ninjas.
Yes. He's freaking awesome. And his like every single character you meet is like that's on your ally essentially is you're like, holy damn, she's hot. Okay, yeah, all right.
Well,
you know,
even,
like
look at even the fight mechanics there, dude.
it's like
Yeah, I'm excited to play this.
it's awesome. Like it's how gaming should be. Let me skip ahead to we're going to
Yeah, there we go. Here's South of Midnight. So what I like about South of Midnight, again, the art style is not necessarily I'm the biggest fan of, but right here the fighting looks really cool. I think they spent a lot of time focusing on the fighting and the lore. Like she has magical powers.
yeah, she uses floof to upgrade.
But I like these like particle effects as you fight, and then you can like disappear and move. It looks super smooth. It looks cool. We'll see what it's like in person. Regardless, when does this come out? So
April is this one, I think?
Ninja Gaiden is fall, so we didn't get a date.
2025. Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 2 available today, April 8th is South of Midnight. So this is the next big first party studio game. It'll be cool to see what it's like, what it does. New IP. We've been asking for new IPs. This could be the start of something special. Hopefully. Regardless, we learned more about it today. So, and I think the fighting looks pretty cool. Like those look like cool boss mechanics. I'm gonna be interested to see what the story's like.
Here, the thing about
This
the
was
story,
the longer part of the.
Yeah.
I think also, it just followed something. You're like, holy crap, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah, everybody
Yes.
went to go download it.
Yeah, everyone had to go download.
Well, that was
it.
playing in the
We
background.
just already know, like, they really didn't show off anything new here.
Well, I think it's
know
like
what
you
I mean?
said. We've seen it before. Now, to be fair, we've seen the other two games before, but
But not in the detail. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't know. We saw a teaser of Expedition 33. We've not seen the details of Expedition 33. And there are two big things, and I mean big things, that we didn't know about in Doom that got shown off today.
yeah.
Big, big
they're-
boys.
Yeah. Well, we knew about them.
thought
We
you were
just
gonna
didn't
do
know
a
all the
boob
details
joke or
about
something.
them.
No. Almost as good.
Can I talk about like speaking of story though?
Yeah.
I hate movie trailers that basically show you the whole story before you even so you don't even have to watch the movie. I feel like they did that a little bit with this game, South of Midnight. They were telling us like the entire story of everything going on, and I don't want that I want to experience the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So, and there was a lot of. That's probably why I disliked this one the most, is how much they were telling me about the story, and I want to go in a clean slate. That's why I don't watch most trailers or reviews or anything, because I want to just experience it. I mean, So I'm not a fan of that. Is what
Can
I'm
I say
saying.
the voice actress for this smoke show?
Nice.
Moving on.
Okay.
It means attractive.
Because you're wondering what smoke show.
Very attractive.
Super attractive.
All right.
Excellent choice is what he's saying.
Yeah, excellent choice.
Nice.
A 10 in a room full of 10s.
All right. Are we moving on to the next game?
Yeah, so that was South of Midnight. Again, another solid game coming. And then the one that we really
Yeah,
like.
this one is probably my most interested game of this year.
For me, it's the story, right? Like the concept.
Oh, the premise. The premise is really cool.
Yeah, so for those
The art,
that
what is it they call her? The paintress.
the paintress. She's basically a giant that shows up one day in the ocean.
She's an annual Thanos.
Yeah.
And every year she showed up, they say that she showed up 67 years ago. And every year she writes a number on this giant cliff that's next to her, giant statue. And anybody older than that number just dies.
Yeah, just
Disintegrates, disappears.
So there's an
Oh,
expedition that it goes out to try and stop her.
Well, because the last number, at least in the trailer, they show that she writes 34. And one of the characters that are in your
33.
group, whether you're... No, it's 30. Oh, 33. Yeah, you're right. 33, she writes. And one of the characters, the guy, clearly is like his wife or his girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
Like, disintegrates in his arms when she paints that. So, they said... It's mature, it's dark, it's made for adults. It's what they wanted to do. Like, and it's cool, man.
What interests me is they said the people in your expedition, they all have their own story arcs, and you will get to see their story arcs from beginning to end, type of thing as you're playing the game. And all the characters they showed look interesting and compelling.
Yeah. Well, what they call the world French fantasy. Had no idea that was or the theme. Had no idea.
Yeah.
I've had many French fantasies in my life.
Had no idea that was a thing. But I love it. Like what now that I know that it is. Yes, more games with French fantasy, please.
Well, I love what would you call it? Like almost I guess you can call it French fantasy.
It's like
a gothic it's such a unique, interesting art style, and it makes the world look cool.
It's like a steampunk mixed with anime fantasy. Like I don't know how to describe it. It makes a little medieval.
The story looks so interesting.
There she is, and there she wrote 33. And here's the girl.
He's like, no. And
No.
I really like
into rose petals. That's nice.
I bet she smelled great.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is
as she died.
What if it's like based on your personality? So like, if you're really mean and rude, you like turn into rotten crap or something.
And by the way,
a big
something
crap stain on the
rancid.
for because they're a smaller studio.
It's like gothic. It's like gothic style almost too here.
These guys are a smaller studio, and the graphics look amazing in this game.
That's actually what surprised me is how ambitious this game went, because they showed the overworld, which if this game is as big as it looks, that is a lot.
The way they do their overworld map is actually really cool.
Yeah.
You're almost like it's a miniature map with your character in it, almost like the old Final Fantasy games.
Can we see the overworld map?
With the overworld
I don't remember.
map.
I'll get to it.
I don't remember.
You don't remember the overworld?
No.
They even there's a whole section about
you
it.
ride on Big Hero 6?
There's that. Remember the Big Hero 6 flying
guy?
around?
Yeah.
which was great.
Who you know who he reminds me of? The character from Ori in the Blind Forest.
Oh yeah, the
big guy?
bear thing.
The big bear.
I have
what is that
no
creature?
idea where this is.
It's towards the end.
I'll wait for it. We'll wait for it to come up. But just point it out to me when it's there.
Okay.
But yeah, this. I mean, I think it's the story that's capturing everyone here. And then you take that very unique premise and story, and now you combine it with just this cool world, this cool feel. Watch this just be a flop. Watch this just like the dumbest thing ever.
I hope not.
because I will be honest. This is the most I don't want to say anticipated, but like I'm very interested and excited to play this game because of the story.
Yeah,
and I will admit, when they show off their
Combat?
action turn-based combat,
Yeah,
it
love
actually looks really fun. Kind of like
Persona. It's
like
very Persona-esque.
Yep. Yeah, and then even a little bit of like Sea of Stars, where you can do like maneuvers within the turn-based combat. Same with like Mario RPG, you can do maneuvers within the combat. And it looks really cool.
I think Ride 51 Gaming says it best. It looks like everything I want in an RPG.
Yeah, it does.
That is
it
exactly
does, and I
right.
think that's why I'm. And everything the developers said, like they didn't say anything that made me want to worry.
Well, I think the
like,
big thing here is it's new.
Yeah.
It's new. It's unique. Here's the power of Game Pass 2. Can I illustrate this here real quick? Xbox, it feels like, oh, this is an Xbox game. It's an Xbox exclusive. It's coming to Game Pass. No, it's not. It's just coming to Game Pass. So you can use these it doesn't matter. This could be going, I don't know the release days of like if this is going everywhere else. It doesn't matter though. It's an advertisement for Game Pass. Everybody watched this. Even if Expedition 33 goes, and someone fact check me, is it dropping day one on like PlayStation and stuff? Even if it drops, it doesn't matter because these are all Game Pass day one games that are dropping, and only two of the five that we saw today are from Xbox.
This is
themselves.
Overworld, Jordan or David. Did you see that?
Wait, go back.
It's not. They're not talking about it yet, but that's what the Overworld looks like. See how the trees are all small.
Oh, okay.
And that's your big Hero 6 that you fly around.
I remember seeing that part. I didn't get that was the Overworld.
They'll show it again.
Yeah.
They'll specifically talk about it. But that's what it looks like.
Who did if you because I know like the old Final Fantasy games would do an Overworld similar to this. If you played Tiny Tina, the Borderlands Tiny Tina Wonderland, they had kind of an Overworld. Not
like that,
like
miniatures,
like a different kind of that similar style of Overworld.
10 pounds of bacon says, yeah, per their website, it's multi-platform. So there you go. But here is the power of Game Pass. Everybody saw this today, knows it's on Game Pass. How many people are talking about it as if this is an Xbox? Like the marketing power of Game Pass is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
And it gives you this kind of flexibility. I don't think we're ever going to see another developer direct where there is not a game is put on there that has nothing to do with Game Pass. Like this is the new formula.
Yeah.
We will only see developer directs of games coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah, I'm impressed.
This one's April 24th.
To be frank, I normally don't care for the French. I love these guys.
Yeah. It was
they won me over.
It was very surprising.
Yeah, they won me over.
These guys are going to bring France back up top.
Yeah, France is coming back, baby.
Yeah, if these guys hit
Yeah.
with this game.
Expedition 33 is bringing France back. Like this guy, normally I'd want to punch him in the face. But as he was speaking, I just wanted to kiss that French face. I was like, yes, please. More of this.
No, very cool. What is it, April 24th? Something like that?
This one's April 24th, yes. So
April
8th,
we have two games coming out.
8th, South of Midnight, 24th, Expedition 33, which just, it looks fantastic. Shout out to Dominic DiBiaso. What's up, everybody? He has been an arbiter. Super Chat, Tier 2 Arbiter for 29 months. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate it. Everybody else who's here listening to chat or listening on podcasts, first of all, leave us a 5-star review and rate us. Share us with your friends. That helps us. Also, if you feel like supporting the show, feel free to come over and hit that join button and become a member, get a loyalty badge. It supports us. It supports the show. And we really appreciate it. And thank you very much for all our support. You do get access to our members lounge where we help Jordan come up with concepts for his non-foot channel.
His dude feet.
His dude feet channel. So, trust me, you don't want to miss that. So, but yeah, appreciate it. Yep. So, Expedition 33. And final words, Spicy. Give me three words that describe Expedition 33 for you.
I don't want to have final words yet. I want to.
Okay.
I want to talk about how the presentation of this game, as it blows my mind. The camera work, the lighting, the cinematics they show, the gameplay, like the lighting and what it looks like during gameplay.
Color palettes, even that
color
they chose.
palette.
Yeah.
As a presentation, just visually, this game is stunning.
Yeah.
And it was kind of okay. So here's the deal with going back to South of Midnight. When that showcase started, when that presentation started, there was issues with the cinematic that they were showing initially. There's like rules in photography, and they were breaking them left and right, and it broke my brain. It just hurt to watch the dialogue scene between like the mom and the daughter in the kitchen.
Sure.
There was a lot of, for those that do camera work and stuff.
Yeah.
It hurt to watch that. Then you go to this, and it's so good visually to just see people that know what they're doing with the camera work.
Yeah, as far as presentation.
It
all came together very nice. I think.
I don't mean to slam it, and it could be just the edit of what was shown.
Yeah.
In that dialogue, but with South of Midnight, but this visually, just I wish it
was pleasing.
It was so good. I loved it. I loved it a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Is my 2 words for this game.
Yeah, I like it.
You said 3 words.
Is that the overworld?
Yeah.
Okay,
I am
that's cool.
excited.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, this is the overworld.
That's cool.
This
Yeah,
is
because
what
I
it looks
wondered
like.
when they said they're like, you travel with him, and they were showing this. I was like, so
Like, look at how big this game is. If that's the overworld,
yeah, that is cool.
surprisingly
Surprisingly huge. That's what my wife said on our honeymoon. When she saw my overworld. Dad jokes. Lame dad jokes.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Doom, because if you thought this was Jordan, any final words here for
No, I'm just
Expedition 33?
I'm very interested and excited.
Super impressed. We do need to do a shout out to our main man, my boy Will.
Yes.
Welcome to Tier 1 Wingman status. He joined us. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. He's got that sweet loyalty badge right there. Our main man out of California.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
The sunny state of California.
Nice.
Let's go to Doom. Because now here's the thing. To be fair, we have seen Doom before, Dark Ages. Mm-hmm. But again, they showed us basically everything. What I liked here that really stood out to me is they explained how they thought about Doom for this third one. So they said Doom 2016 was about run and gunning. It was a run and gun. Doom Eternal was much more vertical. And then this one is stand your ground.
Mark
That
described
was
it the
there.
best.
Yeah,
way.
give it to me.
How did I describe it, David?
You said because the Doom Eternal was about verticality, and then this one was just about being a man.
I'm just going to stand there and take it.
Stand here and take it. Yeah, and they show off the sword. They have 3 melee weapon options.
A flail.
As you take it, as you battle people.
Verticality, mobility. This one's just you stand there and you take
You
it.
take it. You are a man.
Take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. So you watch this. You use the shield, and it turns into a saw blade, and it just sits there on the horse's
And then you
face.
take the
Oh
other.
my gosh!
This game.
Well, one thing that was really
This
interesting.
game.
So I was talking about this gameplay here. So they added the shield and the melee weapons, which the shield itself changes the gameplay a lot. But
Yeah, you can just sit there and take it.
yeah. But they talked about the glory kills, and they talked about it being more your choice of a glory kill. Because before you would do a glory kill, and it would take you into this small, what would you call it, cinematic, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas this time around, it just happens. So you can glory kill from any direction, however you want to do it, and it doesn't interrupt the gameplay. Was their idea behind it?
Right there, and this is something we've seen in more games. They're giving you sliders so you can completely adjust the game to play exactly how you want. A game that had that recently that we've played, another testosterone-driven game, Space Marines 2, had these options where you could play exactly how you want.
I mean, this has a very similar vibe to Space Marine, doesn't it?
It does. I would give this the edge, though, in awesomeness. So Space Marines is for pussies.
Whoa!
This is for everyone else, okay?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
There's got to be a middle ground.
Okay, does Space Marine have giant mech that you can take over? Look at this, dude.
Technically, Warhammer does.
Look, you're not in Space Marines too. I didn't get to experience that.
They didn't need
Or
one.
a dragon?
I would.
It's a cyber dragon.
It's a cyber dragon with a machine gun.
with a machine gun.
Look at
This
this.
part, I kind of want to listen to this because it made me laugh because I feel like he's a salesman and he's all, that's not all.
Okay, let me hear
For
it.
2 payments of $25.95, you can have a cyber dragon that has a Gatling gun.
To me, they're just okay, guys.
Okay, here, I'm
Okay,
going to turn. I'm going to turn.
Yeah, let's hear
the
it.
audio
The
on.
size of a building.
A
It's
building.
powerful. And you can beat giant Titan-sized demons
See, I
to
feel
death
like
with
he's
your
selling-
gauntleted fist.
It's like a toy
And if
commercial.
that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
For 5 easy payments of 20.
Dude, it is awesome.
That's not all.
This was them sitting around in a room and they're like, okay, Doom is awesome. We've made 2 awesome games. What else can we do here? And Jordan raised his hand and was like, hey, watch Pacific Rim this weekend. What if we put in giant mechs?
Yeah.
What if we just have
And
big
Brian in
monsters
the,
fight?
Brian in the
Guy's
corner
like,
was like, great idea.
How about a dragon? How about a cyber dragon?
What about a
How
cyber?
fire-breathing
No, not-
cyber dragon with
with
a
a Gatling gun. And that's exactly what that
It was
this,
really. I was laughing because it was just.
Well, it feels like they're still I don't know if you want to use the word innovating, but they're still
it is. They're adding to the
innovating
experience.
and refreshing the experience. So it's not just because Doom 2016, incredible game.
Fantastic.
Doom Eternal added and innovated to that experience, was also fantastic. And this seems to be doing the exact same thing. Another thing that this game is doing, which he says right at the end, and he showed a little bit of it. He said the story's coming out of the codex and onto the screen. There's gonna be it sounds like there's gonna be much more cutscenes.
Yeah.
The story's gonna be, because before you were just kind of going through levels and you were reading codexes.
There's no story.
I mean, to
You're
be honest,
collecting codexes.
You
but-
didn't really care.
Yeah,
you
there's
know?
no story. You're literally just destroying people.
Well, I really appreciated like the dialogue that happens, like when you're the beginning of the game, you're going in the elevator, and the doctor's like, "It's not our fault. I mean, we tried to," and then he just smashes the elevator.
that's-
Like,
He doesn't need to talk to anybody.
yeah,
But
like,
then that's
that was it. Just felt great. You know what?
But
He
then
just
that
gets
was
job
the
done.
last time we ever saw anyone or learned anything. That's for the rest of the game.
That's true, but it just had that presentation. You know, just
Yeah.
you know,
Dude,
just
look-
smash it. Or when he gets the BFG gun. Oh my gosh!
The
This
only
game-
thing
the
I
whole
would love to
series.
see, I would love to see a crossover Doom, Space Marines 2, and I would bring Space Marines into this world, but bring their swarm effect. What do they call it in Space Marines? Their freaking hive effect.
Yeah, the hive swarm.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Dude, yeah, no, this game looks well. And another cool thing is,
Well, time to
I'm
get the
actually,
mech.
I'm really interested to see how they do like
There's a
cutscenes.
giant. It's time to get the mech, everyone.
I'm really interested to see how they do cutscenes and story, and like if you're gonna do like full on cutscenes, or if it's just gonna be, because it showed like a little bit different. He said you're gonna meet new characters, but this game, he says, for you like Doom fanatics, it's a prequel and it does tie in to the starting of Doom 2016.
Yeah, so it's a pre.
So I
yeah.
actually kind of want to like replay those games just to refresh myself.
Did you notice that when you plug into the big mech, the 30-foot high mech or whatever it is,
30
you
stories, yeah.
30 stories, you plug into your nipple?
Do you really?
Yeah, you just plug it. He plugs into his nipple.
Rewind. Let's see that.
I
dude,
think it
look.
was a
Dude.
while ago.
It
Oh,
is
there it is. Yeah, there it is. Did you see it?
And then he just hits the gas.
He plugs it in. It wasn't.
Dude, look how cool he looks.
Dude, right there. Is that like?
See, look,
Is that
right
you
there.
like confronting Diablo, like the devil?
Well, I mean, you are fighting the demons of
Yeah,
hell.
look at that. Like, yeah, go back to that. That's clearly like your mech, and
Yeah.
it's like the devil. It's like
Yeah,
Lucifer.
that's probably one of their cutscenes.
Yeah, watch. I didn't notice that the first time. Right there he is, the devil, or is the WWE wrestler?
Well, I
You
mean,
know, he's about to be dead.
everything you kill in this game are demons.
Yeah.
Really.
Hellspawn.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be
Maybe
could be
Diablo
Loki.
should do a crossover
Yeah.
of having Doom guy.
Yeah. Oh, there's something to do with his nipple.
Yeah. See, that's where all his power comes from. Is
Dude,
the
and I
power of
love,
the nipple.
just by the way, can I say this again? A game targeted towards me. I love how in Doom 2016 he was wearing like a full suit. In Doom Eternal and this Doom, they let his biceps show.
Yeah.
Dude, also they give him a cape.
And it has like
bare
okay,
fur
like a
cape.
Viking cape.
Can you pause it right
Yeah.
there, Mark?
Yeah.
That picture
Right there. Ooh, look at the cape. There it is.
That picture right there is what I wanted like the Iron Banner armor to look like in Destiny.
Yeah.
We'll go back when he puts the shield a little bit more. He puts the shield on his back and is walking in that cape.
That guy, yeah.
Oh, right there. Oh, yeah.
How it
right here.
comes out.
Watch
Well,
this.
even-
right, and you see the cape. Oh,
Time to get to work.
yes.
Yeah, see, like, look
He's
at this.
gotta clock in.
They're gonna have like full cutscenes and stuff. I'm really excited for the story, actually.
Oh yeah.
Look, that's gonna be my new screensaver.
That's the first time. I mean, the story's great, but when I played Doom, I really.
well, I mean, the story was all in the codex, but now it's
Yeah.
gonna be like in cutscenes and stuff. So,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, this part was hilarious when they were just like everybody's following them throughout their office, and then they all do like a cheer at the end.
Well, I didn't understand what they said when they did the chair because I was like, why did you cheer? Like, is it now? And
There's
then I
Wolfenstein.
heard it May 15. Dude, those are
Yeah,
cool
dude,
offices.
we have 3 games, so we have beginning of
we go,
April,
here we go.
end of April, and then May.
Hey. Look, it's all dudes. I'm telling you, that was the idea. They were just like,
I think everyone in that room can bench at least 250.
yeah. Every day they had a barbecue with meat to come up with ideas. That was it.
They could rep 250
That was it. Like overall, it's got to be an A developer direct.
No, I think it's
right?
an A for sure. They did excellent. Even the like you said it best. Even the game that wasn't as good was still good.
It's an 8 in a room full of 10s.
So, but no, look, we got beginning of April, end of April, and then May. Like that's going to be a nice 2 months.
Any problems? I have seen this thought, and it is interesting. Why didn't we see Avowed? Because we don't know that. We've not seen that much of Avowed.
Well,
Avowed is coming next. Is there worries here that Avowed
It did get pretty bad press a month or two ago.
Yeah, is everybody...
So maybe they're reconfiguring.
Yeah.
Remind me, what was the bad press? I can't remember.
More community manager type stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was a developer that started to go off on Twitter on some, who was he? Like the art guy?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the art
remember that
director.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Foolish
And then he
people.
deleted all his. I mean, that's the protocol.
Well, you can, like-
say things, then you just get out,
toss a grenade and just walk away.
and then you delete your link. You just delete it all. Delete everything.
When is Avowed's release date? Is it towards the
It's
end?
February.
Oh, is it February?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
just
maybe
right around the corner.
I mean, they could have done it because it was just too close. Like everybody already knows what they need to about Avowed. Plus, wasn't Avowed at the last direct?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I think it was because that's when we got to see.
But
like,
here's the
cover
thing.
art and stuff.
Here's the thing. I no longer am looking because of this developer direct. Am I looking forward to trying out Avowed? Yes. Am I looking forward to it as much as I was this morning? No, because of this developer. Like, I'm way looking forward to Expedition 33. I'm looking forward to Ninja Gaiden. I'm going to be playing Ninja Gaiden Black now, trying that out.
Trying that out. I'm excited for it. Yeah. Just know that Ninja Gaiden 1 was harder as you're playing that.
Okay.
Just know.
I will know
And
that
that
in
is
my
like
head.
my.
I wonder if you were to go back now, though, if you would.
That's the thing. Like now that I've Dark Souls'd and played all these hard games that didn't exist at the time.
Also, maybe you just sucked at gaming back then.
Yeah,
That's possible.
You know what I mean? Like, but it could have been like they did something for the first time in those original ones that now is commonplace, so it's maybe not be as.
But
difficult.
see that game, my memory, if I'm remembering Ninja Gaiden 1 correctly, that game was not. I could not blame it on anything but myself.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I remember the final boss in that game was hilarious because I was telling Jordan this. You beat a boss, and then you beat another boss, and then you beat another boss, and then you beat another boss, and it was like how you could only hold 9 health potions. So you have to save your health potions for that whole sequence.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when I beat that, I leaned back and I had made it in life. That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you guys to play those.
Yeah,
I'm
super
excited for everyone to have a chance to play these games, especially on Game Pass.
Can we pull up a game that just dropped on Game Pass that I have played? I was actually playing it right before the show here. I have been playing it all week since it dropped with my kids, and that is Lonely Mountain. This just dropped on Game Pass. It is...
Sounds depressing.
It's lonely. Dude, it's cool, though. Like, you want to talk about a unique... So, this is number 2.
Lonely Mountain 2.
Hold on. I forget. It's Lonely Mountain Game Pass. Type in Game Pass.
Okay.
And it'll pop up. Apparently, this is the second version of it. I didn't know about the first one. I just missed it somehow. There it is. Snow Riders.
This one right here?
Yeah, that is it. It dropped on Game Pass this week. Super cool. It's beautiful. It's skiing. It's time trials. But the way they do it, it's like your camera... You don't move your camera, so you have to... It's challenging. You have to adjust with your joystick.
We just saw it.
it's like skiing Fall Guys is what it kind of.
No, but it's not. It's like takes, and once you get good, or like better when you memorize an area of the mountain, and you could like start doing tricks and getting higher scores and stuff. You feel like it's very skill based. But yeah, so you're not controlling the camera here. The only thing you have control over is your guy.
I believe this
Your
is
skier.
called second person.
Yeah, it's
in between first person and third person.
I like it, but it's cool, dude. It's getting rated on Metacritic and stuff in the high 90s or low 90s
Oh, wow.
rather, and it's because this is multiplayer. So the original, this is how they got me. I originally downloaded it to play with my kids. It's only online multiplayer, which is still super cool. So I've not tried multiplayer. I've only been doing the time trials. But dude, they're satisfying. It's like because of
It does look fun.
it's because that you can't control the camera. It's almost like solving a puzzle. Like each mountain is its own puzzle, and you've got to do certain things to get to the next mountain. For instance, you've got to come under a certain time. You only have so many retries, and so the way it works is there's cutoff times. So like section 1 of the mountain. When you pass that line, it'll say 15 seconds. This is how long it took you to get to that part. And then from there, every time you reset, if you like crash or something, it resets you back to this part at 15 seconds. But you only have so many resets in order to accomplish it or to pass the mountain. It's cool, dude.
And
Highly
you said this is on
recommend.
Game Pass?
Game Pass. Download it. Check it out. It's a ton of fun. It's a game you can play with the kids. There's a Zen mode that's just just skiing, so it's not time trials or multiplayer.
Hey, I'm gonna go hit the slopes for an
And
hour.
my kids play on that, and my son Mac, he's getting really good and like kind of starting to compete with me. It's a little embarrassing, so I was putting in some hours today. But dude, it's extremely satisfying. So well done. It is not couch co-op, unfortunately.
It's called Lonely Mountains Snow Riders.
Yes.
Hit the slopes.
Hit the slopes. Do it now. It is available on Game Pass. Highly recommend. Again, low 90s. So I'm not the only one that thinks this way. A lot of people will agree with me.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
So they have an easy button. Basically, it's like creative mode where you can just
Zen mode.
Zen mode.
Yeah. And literally it shows a dude meditating to get to Zen mode.
So that's that's the problem I have with like my kid trying to learn how to play is I need a game where anything he does won't screw up because he can't.
So you still screw up, but it just resets you right away. And you go. So there's no
like
you're just,
end to the reset.
There's no end. Yeah, you're not trying for time. You're just trying to get down the mountain.
Think of Trials, but it doesn't say you suck at the end.
You know what this is a lot like? Trials. This is like skiing Trials, except for not as hard. Like this is, but it has that same vibe a little bit where it feels like a very satisfying puzzle.
Oh.
Like Spicy, I'm telling you, I think you would love this game.
Yeah, maybe we should
I think you would become obsessed with it.
Maybe we should all go skiing together.
Yeah, we should.
Do they have a snowboarding expansion?
No. Oh well, I don't know, but it's just skiing so far. Yeah, and it's learning the mechanics. So like when you crouch, you go faster. When you uncrouch, you obviously slow down, but you can turn better. And it's like learning when and how to do that. And then on jumps, it's super cool. All right, well that does us for today, everybody.
We're done.
We are done. Jordan the Man is taking off. That's why we did it early. We don't have a member show today. We will be back with our member show next week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I think Xbox, I said it, we're at the dawn of the golden age of gaming. We're at the beginning of the Xbox domination generation. Welcome. We're officially here. This developer direct is round 1. PlayStation has nothing. Not that I'm knocking PlayStation. I'm just objectively saying this is huge. And each developer direct from here on out, I think, is going to be just like this one. Just with the amount of library that they've gotten. One of the emails that leaked that got brought back up this week on social media was from Matt Booty, internal, saying, we're going to spend Sony out of business. And you can see how that's happening right now.
Wow.
I'd love to have the power to spend people out of business.
Me too. That's like, yeah, that's a flex. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you later.
I'm walking away from the silence of your pride against it. I just wanted to be happy. I didn't want to be so strong. I don't understand why you leave me so alone. You love it, we love it. You love it, we love so hard to find the good days.